bum, bum. Hey, y'all. I'm Nikki Says You Only Live Once, and welcome to another episode of MIA. So today we'll be talking about the 28th annual Melton Mustafa Jazz Festival. So our guest today, he is Imani Ray, saxophonist, executive producer of the festival. Let's welcome Melton Mustafa Jr. to MIA Soul.
Hey, how's everyone doing?
Everyone's doing good. How about yourself?
Excellent. Happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you as our guest. So let's jump right into it. What does jazz mean to you on a personal level, and how has your definition of it evolved over the years?
You know, I grew up in a heavy jazz family, and my dad was a jazz musician. He played with the Count Basie band and the Duke Ellington band, along with the Sinatra band and the Ray Charles band. So I've always had jazz around. I've always been around jazz musicians and the arts. I've always been around, just the jazz clubs and, jazz recordings and things like that. So jazz for me is everything. I absolutely love jazz, the freedom of it, the opportunity to improvise and to just live in the moment. I love it.
That's like your therapy. That's your life.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So with the festival now in its 28th year, how have you seen it evolve since its inception?
Well, my dad, Melton Mustafa Sr., he started this festival 28 years ago. And basically what happened was, he was on the road, playing all these different festivals all over the world with some of the greatest musicians in the world. But he wanted to bring that down to South Florida. And during that time, he was teaching at Florida Memorial College. And he wanted to expose the community and the students at Florida Memorial College to the wonderful world of jazz. So he had this incredible idea to, bring a jazz festival, or actually a jazz concert. It was a jazz night to Florida Memorial. And the current president at the time was Dr. Albert Smith, and he was a tremendous jazz enthusiast. So they had a concert, and it just grew from there. He started with one day, and then it went to one day and student workshops.
Wow.
And that happened for a long time, and now it's like a 4-day or 3-day, 4-day jazz festival.
Wow, and that was 28 years ago. Wow,
Oh
that's
yeah.
phenomenal. So what makes this year's festival, in particular, the tribute to Jaco Pastorius, special for you and the jazz community?
Well, first of all, every year is special, and we have a wonderful surprise every year. But this particular festival, tribute to Jaco Pastorius, the great Jaco Pastorius, is near and dear to myself and my family. Jaco Pastorius is one of the greatest bass players that ever lived. He's an innovator on the jazz scene, and most bass players want to play like him or study his music at one time or another. But for me and my family, is very special because Jaco wasn't just a musician. Jaco was, an older fellow that my brothers and we used to actually call him Uncle Jaco, because he would come and hang out with my dad, and they would play, in the garage and, playing the blues and practicing and things like that. But we didn't really see Jaco as a musician. We just saw him as, Uncle Jaco. He had a lot of good jokes, and, we knew he could play, but it was more of a family type vibe. And, I've been wanting to do a tribute to Jaco for a very, very long time. And, this year it came up again, and I was like, let's go. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Now's the year. Okay. Well, you know what? When I saw the name Jaco, I had no idea who he was or the background, but he is definitely, there's a close-knit relationship with your upbringing and Jaco. So I'm sure his family is so appreciative, and they appreciate this tribute that you're giving to him. And I'm based on what you said, he's been really influential in your upbringing as far as jazz and the music overall. So that's beautiful.
Yes.
So in what ways do you see jazz as a tool for cultural preservation and education, especially in communities of color?
That's a great question. Going to a jazz concert is an experience. You have music that musicians learn, and they have sort of a structure to play the tune. But when they come together, jazz musicians and jazz music morphs into something else because it has an improvisational element to it. So it might start one place, and then you might hear something that the bass player does, and it might start going that way or this way, or it just morphs into something really, really organic. And seeing jazz music live just really, it does something to your soul, because you can really feel what the musicians are doing.
Yeah. I've been to a few jazz concerts, and it's like, I get like goosebumps and the body starts moving. And
Yeah.
I want to bring it back to the ancestors. There's some way they're involved in the whole jazz, the jazz music, culture. So,
well, let's consider this. All music comes from Africa. everything that we listen to. But our jazz is America's first original art form, and it was born out of the slave experience. So when slaves, they would do the fill hollers, the call and response. Those things morphed into gospel music and the blues, morphed into jazz, which transferred over to R&B and rock and pop, and now it's all the way to hip hop. So all of the music that you hear now, American born, stemmed out of jazz and that African American experience. So when you talk about our ancestors and those drums, that's the start of everything. Everything deals with rhythm. Everything.
Then we start moving.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, so what do you think is the biggest challenge facing jazz education today, and how can we address it?
This is, I'm an educator, and this is something that's very near and dear to me, because most often the things that are cut first in the school system are the arts, whether it's music or chorus or drama, or dance. The arts are cut first. So whereas in Miami-Dade County and Broward County and West Palm Beach, a lot of those schools had thriving jazz programs. When the funding is cut, then, of course, we lose the jazz bands, the equipment, the funding to do it. And, that makes it difficult to teach, a jazz band or whatnot. But I see a trend now. I see a trend in a lot of schools where the principals are saying, no, we're going to add this into our curriculum. We're going to hire a great, music teacher, a jazz instructor. And, we're going to allow them to continue to teach this great American art form
That's
that we call
phenomenal.
jazz.
So there's more funding now put in towards the arts in public schools?
Well, no, there's not more funding. However, there are principals that are savvy. For instance, my principal, Jennifer O'Neill, she's a great instructional leader. She has me over at Annabelle C. Perry pre-K through 8. And she's like, okay, Mustafa, I want to get a jazz band. I want you to do a keyboard lab. I want you to do a chorus. I want to teach all of the elementary kids how to play instruments. And that's the start of it. When you have an educational leader who has a vision to cultivate the arts, then that's the start right there. So the funding is not there like it should be. However, we have to start making a move into that direction, and that's what's happening now.
The leaders, yeah. So y'all visit his Instagram. It is Melton Mustafa Jazz Festival. It's right there at the bottom. So Melton, thank you so much. Very excited, and congratulations on the 28th anniversary. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
And y'all, so we are going to a quick commercial break, but coming up next, we're going to be talking about everything jazz in the gardens. We'll be right back.
Miami-Dade is filled with dreams, talent, love. At the Children's Trust, we are dedicated to nurturing the potential of every child and family with hundreds of trust-funded programs. Find a program at thechildrenstrust.org.
Great seeing you all. We need to do this more often.
Will you be paying separately or together?
Oh, you can put it together.
No, give me a second.
Hold up, I got this. I'll get the reward points.
Well, I have early pay, so this time it's on me.
My AI insights say that I have room in my budget, so I'll pay.
Well, I got all that and more with the One Love card from One United Bank.
Wait, the One Love card?
Yes, with the One Love Visa debit card, I got a full suite of digital services from the nation's largest Black-owned bank.
Well, how do I get one?
It's easy. Just go to oneunited.com.
Okay. Kristen's got the One Love card and the check.
When it comes to banking, One United Bank is where I want to be.
Who it is that you wanna be? Put your fists in the sky, we can let freedom ring.
February 20th to the 23rd, join us at the Food Network South Beach Wine and Food Festival.
This is a world-class food and wine festival. I don't think there's anything like this.
Proceeds benefit FIU.
Eat, drink, and educate.
Get your tickets now at SoBWFF.org.
I grew up down here in South Florida, so for me, it's a little bit more personal.
For the Mesman and Dover Law Firm, it's about community.
For us, South Florida's our home. You all are our people.
Our family, our future.
The difference we'll make for you, your loved ones, your kids, matters, because to us, it's personal.
If you need us, call us 24/7 at 866-954-MORE.
That's 866-954-6673. Demesman and Dover Law Firm, youraccidentattorneys.com.
And welcome back. So again, earlier I prefaced that we have a special guest today. We are talking about the 18th annual Jazz in the Gardens Festival. So our guest today, he is the City of Miami Gardens Mayor, Mayor Rodney Harris. Well, thank you so much for being our guest today. Very excited at the festival.
I'm really excited, Nikki. We're every year about this time, we have a little itch about ourselves that we're getting ready for hundreds of thousands of people coming into our community and making this Jazz in the Gardens a regional event that's going to generate millions of dollars throughout the entire South Florida region. So every year we're excited about Jazz in the Gardens, but this is a special one because it's our 18th one. When something that started as a small concert in the parking lot has now turned into one of the most prestigious music events in the entire country. Sunday, that's going down my alley, back down to my old school roots. Now we have New Edition, Tony Braxton, the return of Beanie Man. Beanie Man hasn't been in concert in 10 years. So this is going to be his first concert that he's had in 10 years. And we're excited about that. And then we're gonna have DJ Cassidy's Pass the Mic. And that's gonna feature Ja Rule, Fat Joe, Remy Ma, Slick Rick, and Dougie Fresh. And then we're gonna have Cisco and Drew Hill are gonna be there. And Kim as well. So tickets are on sale at jazzinthegardens.com. We're asking everybody to go out and purchase your tickets and just come to Miami Gardens and have a wonderful time. It's the place that you want to be at, especially on March 8th and 9th. We're going to have some other events that'll take place starting that week. We'll have the poetry and food in the gardens that's going to take place, along with our Women's Impact Luncheon that'll take place that Friday the 7th. And that will kind of give us a way to celebrate women during Women's History Month at the Women's Impact Luncheon. And then Friday night, we'll have our opening night party. So the opening night party is always a blast. It's always fun. It's always entertaining. So we're asking people, if you're coming to Jazz in the Garden, don't miss those ancillary events that take place during the week. Come early, come stay in Miami Gardens, have a great time, enjoy the people, enjoy the food, enjoy the entertainment, and enjoy Miami Gardens. That's definitely
the whole. Just take that whole weekend off. Just take the whole weekend off. Make it like a mini vacation escape. Okay. Just kick off your shoes and relax your feet the entire weekend. All right. Y'all got that? Y'all got that?
Gardens beat, baby. That's it.
Right. There we go.
That's
so
it.
How does Jazz in the Gardens contribute to the cultural and economic growth of Miami Gardens?
Well, as I stated, it is one of the largest music festivals in the country. And that impact that it has on our entire region, not just Miami Gardens, but people are going to come from all over, and they'll be staying in hotels and patronizing our restaurants in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, as well as on South Beach and places like that. So you really have the opportunity to enjoy the entire region of South Florida, not just Miami Gardens. So this is a major, major event that takes place in the city. We're in a city that we're used to hosting major, major events anyway.
Yes.
Formula One, Super Bowls, college football, national championships, the Miami Tennis Open, Rolling Loud, and this year we'll be hosting FIFA. So we're excited about all the things that's happening in Miami Gardens, all of the great entertainment venues that's taking place at the stadium, and we're really excited about just being a part of this in South Florida.
No, it's very exciting. And I want to talk about like the small businesses and entrepreneurs. So
Yes.
are there like any success stories that you can share as far as a growth in a small business?
Well, we have a few small businesses that started out as food trucks for the Jazz in the Gardens and some of the other events that take place in Miami Gardens. And now they have a brick and mortar business in Miami Gardens. So you got places that have blossomed, and they took what they've gotten from all of the events that take place in Miami Gardens, the revenue that they made, and turned it into a major business or a small business there in the city of Miami Gardens. And what we try to do, we try to get as many small businesses and restaurants and things of that nature to be patronized or to be a part of the revenue source that is generated from these events. So at some of these sporting events, we have our small restaurants in our community that take part in the concessions at these sporting events. So it gives them an opportunity to make money and to get their businesses out there and be well known.
No, that's phenomenal. Yeah, and I've been there. I've been to Jazz in the Gardens for the past 5 years, and I've seen the growth. I've seen how it's helped small businesses and entrepreneurs as well.
Absolutely.
And it's just a great festival overall. And the VIP last year, wait a minute. Last year was fire. Okay, as far as VIP this year, what can we expect?
Last year was fire. So if it was fire last year, it's gonna be lava this year.
I love that.
So the lava is gonna flow. So get ready, put on your shoes. Like we said, kick off your shoes and relax your feet, because you're about to party to the Miami Gardens beat.
All right, I love that.
Come on out and have a great time, man, and just enjoy everything about Miami Gardens and enjoy the people in the city. The people are the most important part of our city, and they welcome all of those visitors to our city with open arms, and we just have a great time. We know how to party, and party with a purpose, and we also know how to party and have a great time.
All right, we're looking forward to it, Mayor Harris. Thank you so much, and
It's my pleasure. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys there and making sure that you have a great time. So when you get there, make sure you get in contact with me so we can sit down and enjoy a little bit of Jazz in the Gardens.
All right, we'll do, and we'll see you soon.
Yes, we will, definitely. Thank you, guys.
Talk to you later.
All right, bye-bye.
And y'all, so we are going to another commercial break, but hold on. My co-hosts, they are coming up next. Dr. Delvena and Imani Latifa will be right back.
Miami-Dade is filled with dreams, talent, love. At the Children's Trust, we are dedicated to nurturing the potential of every child and family with hundreds of trust-funded programs. Find a program at thechildrenstrust.org.
Great seeing you all. We need to do this more often.
Will you be paying separately or together?
Oh, you can put it together.
No, give me a second. Hold up, I got this. I'll get the reward points.
Well, I have early pay, so this time it's on me. My AI insights say that I have room in my budget, so I'll pay.
Well, I got all that and more with the One Love card from One United Bank.
Wait, the One Love card?
Yes, with the One Love Visa debit card, I got a full suite of digital services from the nation's largest Black-owned bank.
Well, how do I get one?
It's easy. Just go to oneunited.com.
Okay. Kristen's got the One Love card and the check.
When it comes to banking, One United Bank is where I want to be.
Who it is that you want.
February 20th to the 23rd, join us at the Food Network South Beach Wine and Food Festival.
This is a world-class food and wine festival. I don't think there's anything like this.
Proceeds benefit FIU.
Eat, drink, and educate.
Get your tickets now at SoBWFF.org.
I grew up down here in South Florida, so for me, it's a little bit more personal.
For the Mesman and Dover Law Firm, it's about community.
For us, South Florida's our home. You all are our people.
Our family, our future.
The difference we'll make for you, your loved ones, your kids, matters, because to us, it's personal.
If you need us, call us 24/7 at 866-954-MORE.
That's 866-954-6673. The Mesman and Dover Law Firm, youraccidentattorneys.com.
Peace and beautiful blessings, my MIA fam, and welcome to another Arts and Culture Report by Imani. This time visiting Pompano Beach and the new exhibition by Chris Clark, Crown and Trophies. The brother is dope. This was a real serious play on Black masculinity and my favorite subject, hair and beauty. Now, this exhibition is at the Alley Cultural Arts Center in Pompano Beach. I went during opening night to meet the artists and have a little bit of conversation around the art and the importance of Black men and Black masculinity in the art world, and the importance of why we need to hear about and see it. Like the artist says, sometimes you can't say what you need to say, but you got to hear.
Hi, my name is Adrienne Clark, and I am a cultural programs manager here with the City of Pompano Beach Cultural Affairs Department. We are here at the Allied Cultural Center in beautiful Pompano Beach, Florida. On exhibit here during the month of February is Christopher Clark's Crowns and Trophies. I think it's important for everyone to come out and see this beautiful show. It really speaks to the importance of representation. It shows African American males in a completely positive light. And I think that we need more opportunities like that in our communities, particularly now. Our exhibitions change on a quarterly basis here at the Allied Cultural Center. And so our next exhibition will be by Sophia Lacroix, and it will celebrate Haitian heritage.
Well, my name is Chris Clark. This is my exhibition, Crowns and Trophies. And so the purpose of Crowns and Trophies is to basically show representation of Black hair. We call our hair a crown, so I wanted to show the importance of that and the beauty of it and the strength and the resilience and all that stuff. And then the trophy aspect of the show are these pieces here with the antlers. These pieces are depicting what it sometimes feels like to be a Black man in America. You feel like you're being hunted or preyed upon by society, police brutality, just all that stuff. I wanted to put that into a work of art. Sometimes we can't say things in words, so I can get it out in images a little better.
Guys, thank you so much for watching, and just keep in mind that it is so important. It is imperative to support the arts, especially Black arts, beyond Black History Month in our communities. Thank you so much. Peace and beautiful blessings.
Hi, I'm in the front of the truck. Ooh, say hi, Richard.
Hello. How are you doing?
All right, more to come. Rain love. So, Nikki, you know I love to travel. Travel is therapy. Zimbabwe is lush and green this time of the year. This is considered the summer. Their seasons are opposite our seasons, so it's winter in America.
The remaining cups, glasses, or any other items you'd like to discard and pass them to the flight attendants as we come through the cabin. We will be landing shortly. Thank you.
So, Nikki, I wanted to show you some scenes first before I started my introduction. The first video of me being there in that truck, I was in Zimbabwe, but I started out in South Africa. That was the night sky. You saw the beautiful night sky in South Africa. And here is the South African airport.
Premium Airline, airlines to freedom of the African sky.
From South Africa, I flew to Victoria Falls, Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is so precious and beautiful. So I have a few videos that are coming up soon, Nikki, just to remind people about travel therapy and living for yourself and doing things for yourself and being mindful and getting outdoors and enjoying nature. This is a wonder of nature. This is one of the 7 wonders of nature, that Victoria Falls you just saw. So here I am having a good time in Africa, in the motherland, and you'll see all of the lions that I played with, and there were just so many animals and a very nice safari. Those things will come up soon, and another video, a very soon to come video, but this is just a sneak peek at the good time I had in Africa, in South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zambia, as well as Botswana. Check it out. There was something very different with playing with these lions or the lion and the lioness. They're so majestic. It was unlike a feeling I've had before, maybe next to my son being born, but it was majestic and just felt so exhilarating and very peaceful. Nikki, I learned that lions are the only big cats that live in groups called prides. The female in the pride, they do most of the hunting using intelligent tactics to catch prey. They can actually live up to 10 to 14 years, and you can hear a lion's roar 8 kilometers away. So Nikki, that's just a little brief report of the lions in Africa. This is my resort now. You saw the guy walking my bag to my room. There were animals all over the resort, right outside of my door. What is that? That is a warthog. Yeah, that. Say brain love, Nikki. More to come later.
And y'all, welcome back. What a great show today. So we spoke about the 28th annual Melton Mustafa Jazz Festival. Make sure you support the efforts. He's all about educating the youth on jazz and preserving the cultural importance of jazz within Miami. And also big shout out to the City of Miami Gardens Mayor Rodney Harris. The 18th annual Jazz in the Gardens, y'all, it is going down. It's going to be bigger and hotter. Every single year it gets more fire and fire. And like what he said, it's going to erupt this year. And also to my co-host, Dr. Delvena and Imani Latifa. So again, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.